We're here for some more art tips and lessons on linear perspective. We are going to work on 2-point perspective now. And again, I like to start off my sheet with a simple horizon line just to get started. And the horizon line is simply the division between the sky and the land, or the sky and the water. It is also called your eye level or your water level. Very important place right here on our universe. And with 2-point perspective, there's going to be 2 vanishing points on your line. Just stretch them out as far as you can. All right. And then you're going to start off with a corner facing you instead of a square. In 1-point perspective, remember it was a square that was facing us. We're not doing that this time. We're going to start off with a single line. And I'm going to go right down here just to show you what it looks like below the eye level. And then from the top and the bottom, I'm going to my vanishing point with a dotted or a thin line, okay, for both sides. And I need to turn my page sometimes because of the way my hand travels across my sheet. So I usually turn my paper. You can use a straight edge if you need to. So make a thin line. This is a searching line to find where the brother and sister to this single line needs to be. So you're going to have 3. This is an opaque 2-point perspective box. So you're going to have 3 of these. So you got one here, and you can put it wherever you want in that spectrum. And then you're going to have one right here, and you can put it wherever you want in that spectrum. Okay? So now you can go ahead and close up these lines. You can improve the line quality there. And now from the top and the bottom, from the tops of this box, because it's below our eye level, we're starting to see the top surface of it. So from the last 2 vertical lines, you're going to crisscross to the opposite vanishing points with a dotted line or a thin line. Keep them thin because these are not going to be the actual lines left. So now you fill it in, and now you have a box that is down below your eye level, and it's in 2-point perspective, and it's kind of off center to the right just a little bit. So if you had a line, a vertical line that crosses over, you want to take a dotted line from the bottom to the vanishing point, and from the top to the vanishing point. And if you need a straight edge, again, if you need a straight edge to get yourself to your dot, you can, but keep those lines thin and light. And now I'm going to put another vertical here and maybe one way back here. And so I'm going to close up some of my dotted lines here just so that I can see my real box edges. Okay, the contours of my box. Now I have a box on the horizon line. I'm not able to see the top or the bottom because it's on my eye level. I'm not up here looking and I'm not down there looking. But with this one, my eyes are here and I can see the top of it. Now, if we do one up above, let's start off with a single line. And then you want to take a converging line to the vanishing point. Thin, light lines or dotted lines. You can use your straight edge if you need to, but keep them thin. And I'm just going to switch up a little bit. I'm going to put another vanishing point right here, just because you can put multiple. So I'm using this one and this one for that structure. Okay. Thin lines. Now I have a vertical here. I'm going to drop in another vertical back here. I just choose to make it a long side here and a real thin side here. And then from the bottoms now, we're up, this is floating up above us. So now the bottom of the last 2 verticals, you're going to crisscross to the appropriate vanishing point. Can you see it? It's popping out. Now we have a box that is hanging out above our eye level. We're standing here and our eyes are here. We can see up there above us, and we can see the bottom, the underside. See the top side here, see the underside there. So these are the basics with 2-point perspective. You could also begin to add more vanishing points to your line if you need to. And these are all just practice. Each one of these little sessions are practicing the moves, the steps. We are going to get into doing some actual buildings and structures and things like that. So these are just the steps, the basic steps for 1 and 2-point perspective. So now I'm adding more dots on here. Say I want to add another structure right back here, okay? And I want to use this line, that dot, that vanishing point, and this vanishing point, that one and that one. Keep them thin. I'm making them a little dark so you can see them on camera. Because sometimes the light kills the details. Here's another vertical right here, and here's another vertical back there. And since this one is crossing over our eye level, we do not get to see any of the top section. But we do need to erase parts of the old box so this one can appear to be in front. I'm just going to take out some extra lines in here. Voila. Now we have two structures kind of side by side here. And it's going to be really fun. This is going to be like revelation when it's time for you to build your city. So now we have 2-point perspective. We have a couple overlaps. We have multiple vanishing points. We have a horizon line. The sky meets the earth. And we have some below eye level and some above. So I hope this tip helped you understand more about the 2-point perspective. And we'll see you back in the next set.